Hey guys, so this is part one of my Pokemon collection. Unboxing from Australia. I've got my Tail of Electric Pikachu mug, or Electric Tail of Pikachu. Next, this is from the Pokemon Center in New York. It was from 2016-2017 and it is a Nintendo DS holder. Obviously Team Instinct, because that's my team. And inside is my custom Nintendo DS Lite that I made. I'm really proud of it. I took it all apart, put it back together, and put it in a new shell. It comes with a clear stylus. Obviously it's quite scratched, it's quite old. And a clear insert for where you would put your Game Boy Advance games. Yeah. Next, I have one of my other 3DS's in the Charizard case. You can tell it's very worn and well loved. This was my 3DS XL with vintage stickers on. Obviously not the Hello Kitty, but you know. And they go right back to first edition stickers from the 90s, from the first generation. Obviously some games I brought back with me. Detective Pikachu on the 3DS, absolute banger. Mystery Dungeon. Art Academy, haven't played that for years, such a good game. Rayman 3D, again, another banger. Rumble. Trollsy. Dash. And 3D Land Mario, which is an absolute amazing game. I haven't got Pokemon Conquest though. That is probably one of the few that I don't actually have, and I believe it's really hard to find. So maybe I'll hit up CEX or look on eBay sometime. Hopefully it won't cost an arm and a leg. Pop that all back in. And next we have a Loungefly Eevee hairbrush. This is really nice. The only problem is I left it in the shipping container for about 4 or 5 years and the plastic on the surface of Eevee got sticky. Pokemon Emerald Game Boy Advance case with a red Game Boy Advance that I got secondhand that I think needs a lot of work. I'm going to take it apart and redo it. It does fire to turn on, but the screen doesn't work, so I might have to replace it. Detective Pikachu hat, covered in fur, so please excuse that. This came out, I got it when the movie came out. Sometimes I wear it for cosplays. Oh, here we go, trading figure game. This is a Brock. It is a pearlized figure. I think the clear diamond ones are the rarest. If you know much about the rarity of these, please tell me. He is a trainer figure. I love the Pokemon game, the figure trading game. I have got another DS, a burgundy one, or maroon. I've got a Pokemon belt that I used to wear when I was a teenager, which I don't think fits me anymore, but it's cool. It's got a lot of cool characters on. This is a Game Boy Color that I modded myself. I put the purple case on because originally it was the aqua greeny colour. I have got a Pokken Tournament controller or a pad. It's really cool. Obviously I have got the Pokédex because you can't not have an original Pokédex. This one I got brand new online years ago, like 10 years ago, and I actually opened it myself and it was amazing. It was such an experience. I don't regret opening it because what a time to be alive. You've got to experience these things and enjoy them for yourself. More trading figures. I've got a couple of fur alligators. just love the art and the detail that goes into them. They're absolutely beautiful and stunning, and I'd love to collect them all. Just the positions and the little, like, the details in the figures as well, they are immaculate. Like, they're so well done. Really, really impressed. This is from Pokemon, the 10th anniversary figurines. They're the special silver figurines. My ones are quite worn and knocked up. They're quite rare to get a hold of. So they're quite unique. And I've got the Groudon. I don't have the really long Rayquaza. I think I need to do a bit of a clean up and maybe a repaint on them to try and bring them back to that nice quality, that nice finish they originally were. The Typhlosion is so cool though. He's got that crystal bit on him for his flames, and I think that's just absolutely amazing. They really did well with these figurines. We've got a Raichu from the trading figure game, who I absolutely adore, but he kind of looks funny. His little face is quite unusual. A Tyranitar coming out of the rocks. Some of my Pokemon trading figures broke, so I need to do some repairs on them and put them back together because they broke on the way over in the flight back from Australia through China to the UK. Groudon. Absolutely gorgeous, these things. I love them so much. They're just tiny little works of art, and I believe all the figures were like hand painted, and they're just lovely. And obviously a copy of Pokemon Crystal, because you absolutely have to have a copy of Pokemon Crystal. This is my first partner Pikachu toy, and when you turn him on, he does like a little motion and waves his hands, and you're supposed to be able to tap him and he responds or something, kind of like, you know, like a Furby, or, you know, if you ever had the Neopets, the toys. Yeah, there we go. And he just does a little pika and wiggles his arms and legs about. So that was pretty cool. I can't believe I paid like $50 for this back in the day when it was brand new. I've got a sealed Eevee as well somewhere. I have got a wind-up vintage Mew McDonald's toy. I've actually got a couple of these. For some reason the bodies have all faded, but the tails are still the pink, so that's unusual how the two different types of plastic were. Another copy of Pokemon Crystal, because obviously you cannot have too many copies of Pokemon Crystal. One of the copies I have, the batteries run out, the internal battery, so I'll have to get my husband to take it apart and replace it, but dropped it. Just gorgeous. Just beautiful. I love clear stuff from the 90s. It was amazing. What a time to be alive. Now this Mewtwo figurine, Armored Mewtwo, he doesn't have a tail. Please tell me if he's bootleg or not. I'm pretty sure he is, but I just want confirmation. I have a Detective Pikachu toy from Burger King, or Hungry Jack's as it's called in Queensland, Australia. And he just does his little light up thing there. Next is this remote controlled Pikachu from Japan. Can't remember what year it is, but I have the box back in Australia somewhere. And he just sort of rolls along. He's got his little wheels there, and you're able to steer him using the Pokeball remote. And I believe it also comes with a couple of little paper, like little paper cones and things that you're supposed to go around. But yeah, really cool. A cute little Japanese face cloth. This is from the X and Y era. Cute little design on it. This is from 2001, and it is a Game Boy, you know, the long Game Boys. it's an accessory for those because they had the option to have like it's a charger stand and it's got rechargeable batteries that it goes with, and you slot your games in the top. And here we go with the Game Boy Advance. We've got the fuchsia carry case. Inside we have the pink Game Boy Advance. This is my favourite type of Game Boy Advance, like the style. And Pokémon Ruby. The consoles probably need a bit of work because they've been sitting there for 6 years in a container. They do turn on, but they do need some work. I just can't get over the Game Boy Advance, like the clear Glacier and the clear pink. These are absolutely my favourite consoles on earth. And this is my clear Glacier one that I've had for years and years and years. I did test him and it didn't work because originally years ago I modded the screen. I took the old screen off and had this, which was supposed to be a thing that makes it like front lit, like a bright screen, so you wouldn't have to backlight it and take the whole thing apart. Unfortunately, the device doesn't work anymore. As you can see, the front lighter screen does not work. You can faintly see Pokémon Ruby on there, so the actual Game Boy does work, but I will have to replace the screen, and the device obviously just has to go to God because it doesn't work, and I'm not sure. It wasn't bad for the time. It worked really well and basically lit it up beautifully clear, nice and bright, so that we have to be taken apart. And next we have, these are such a throwback to the 90s, pink clear headphones, because I just love that clear stuff. Any sort of clear electronics that you can see through that are transparent are just the best things in the world. These came with the fuchsia case, the fuchsia Game Boy case, and I am absolutely in love with them. The sound quality is terrible, but it's such a vibe. I have a Bulbasaur keychain from Show Bags. I have some really nice figurines that used to come in the trading card box when you bought the big box. Ho-Oh, Blastoise, these are from the 20th anniversary, the red and blue collection. The Blastoise and the Venusaur, he was from the red and blue collection as well. And of course the Pikachu, except his face kind of looks weird, and yeah, he's just a weird shape, but he's cute. Really well made figurines. I have a vintage Eevee toy. So this one needs a bit of work. I need to clean it out properly because it's got some battery acid inside, and I need to test to make sure it's still working, otherwise I'll have to take it all apart. And I've got the Pikachu, the good old vintage first gen boy with his little white face. Look how clear that is on the inside as well. No battery corrosion whatsoever. And I've got some games, DDS and 3DS games. Quite a few there. A few more. Pokemon Heart Gold. That's worth a fortune nowadays. And Pokemon Soul Silver. The Pokemon Ranger games as well, because they are amazing. I love them. This is my most recent 3DS. It was the special edition Sun and Moon, Sun and Moon one that I bought. I actually lined up to get the midnight pre-order for it, and when the game came out I got that as well. I'm currently running Pokemon Ultra Sun and doing a replay through, which is exciting, and it's just a really gorgeous looking console. Next I have some vintage comics. I've got Surf's Up Pikachu. On the back you've got the Pokemon Fruit Rolls ad, which is really cool. It's kind of cool to see inside the magazines. A couple of ads on there. Ad for Pokemon Snap, the original one. Catch the Day, they're now a trading card, like Gyarados. We've got Pokemon movie comics. These are in colour, so they're pretty cool. We've got a Dragon Ball Z advert as well. Clone Charizard, so cool. One more comic. This is the third one in the Mewtwo Strikes Back series. There's an ad for Pokemon Tales. Oh, look at that chonk. Look at that big chonk. There's some art in the back. Oh my god, that Jesse and James. What? That's so cool. A little bit of a Pokédex going. And then there is a poster calendar for the year 2000. Oh, that would be so cool. I'd love that. Yeah, we're just going to go back to this art. Like, what? I love it. How is that not a meme? Look at those faces. Okay, we've got some Sobble stickers, decals for your phone and laptop. I bought them in a Target in America. Oh yeah, a vintage binder, like proper vintage. This is in, I mean, it's not in the best condition, but it's still in a really good condition considering how old it is. Well, the fronts are just absolutely flawless, like they're beautiful, almost absolutely flawless. A little bit of sticky stuff that needs to clean off, but stunning. This is the Battle Trainer paperwork that goes with it for the Think Chip toys. I have the Charizard. I'd love to collect the rest of them and have a little stadium with them. Again, these, I really like them because they're so well designed and hand painted. The little details and things that they have in the figurines, it's just absolutely amazing. It was just a shame there was no way to convert them over to the handheld proper Pokemon games. Aha, yeah, a copy of Pokemon Crystal, the box. It is pretty squished and knocked up, but that's just how it was when I got it. I was going through the trainer's guide and it's just beautiful. I mean, the artworks in there are just flawless. They are gorgeous. Absolutely amazing. And then this is just a sort of safety paperwork, etc., that comes with it. Nothing too exciting there. Even still has the original little baggie. And this was the fold-out box bit. Next are some Pokemon books. All fired up. Johto Journeys. Prepare for Trouble. Psyduck Darks Out. Race to Danger. Scyther Heart of the Champion. Couple of the 4-star challenge from the Orange Islands. Secret of the Pink Pokemon. That was a good episode. Journey to the Orange Islands. Return of the Squirtle Squad. Splashdown in Cerulean City. Charizard Go. God, all the Charizard pictures and stuff on the front. Team Rocket blasts off. Night in the Haunted Tower. Attack of the Prehistoric Pokemon. Island of the Giant Pokemon. 2 copies of those. And I Choose You, Pikachu. Next we've got some colouring books. These are adult colouring books that I got about 5 or 6 years ago. I used to colour them in at work. I used to work on a call centre and do that in between calls. They're always pretty fun. And this was the part when something amazing popped out that I didn't even realise was in there. Wait for it. Oh, there we go. The stamps. So these are from the year 2000. They are Pokémon stamps, I believe, from the first Pokémon movie, and they are from the Republic of Turkmenistan. So that's yeah, pretty nifty. I have no idea where I got them from. But seeing as they're stamps, and they're uncut as well because it's a sheet of stamps, I'm wondering if you can send stamps to PSA, if they will grade them, or CGC, because I feel like these really should be sent there. I don't really know how else you would keep them in, I guess, perfect condition. Obviously, because the stamps have got that sticky glue stuff that when you lick it, it's like a chemical, so I wouldn't want them to deteriorate over time. But yeah, they're absolutely fantastic, absolutely perfect. Let me know if I can send them to PSA. Any excuse to send something to PSA. And here you can watch me fiddle around trying to get it back in the baggie. Just having a cup of tea while I do my voiceover. Ooh, trying to get it back in the bag. Keep them nice and safe. Next, I've got some more handbooks. This is the second handbook that they did for the second generation. You can still see at the top there where they have that fade in colours between the two of them. That was so iconic. I loved it. Someone obviously took a chunk out of this because I got it from an op shop. I'm always keeping my eyes open at op shops for cool Pokemon books that I see for, you know, a couple of pounds or a couple of bucks that I can pick up. This one I think is an adventure guide, and I love the fact that it's got Surfing Pikachu on the front. That's so iconic. And there's a cool map of the Orange Islands. Just zoom out a bit, there we go. Next we've got the classic Mewtwo Strikes Back book, where you have the pictures in the middle, all the coloured pictures. I really wish I could like blow these up and frame them because they're so perfect. Next we have got Pokemon Ranger in the Temple of the Sea with Manaphy and Fiona. That was a classic. Also, shout out to this guy. I have your childhood book, so yeah. Don't know who you are or where you are. I know you're from New Zealand, but I have your book. This is the third handbook where they changed up a few things in it. I love these handbooks. I used to sit there and read the original one over and over again all the time. Just sit there for hours reading through it. Looking at all the pictures. Look at that. Pokemon Johto Journeys. It's a Pokemon world. A whole new world. Next I have the sticker book collectors, or the collector's book for all the stickers. This one is absolutely premium. It's brand new, it's never been used, there's not a single sticker in it. And I really love that. I think it's absolutely incredible. So yeah, just going through, you can see obviously all the spaces for where you're supposed to put the stickers, and it is very hard to come by something that has not been used and doesn't have any of the stickers in. So that's really cool to have and to keep. It has all 151, and then it has a few sort of ones from the anime and stuff, and then yeah, a special Raichu one that came with the collector's book. I don't think I have any of the stickers. Next we have a modern book, Pokemon Book of Joy. What would Pikachu do? If you get all caught up in what's in front of you, you may lose sight of the future. So this is really cool. It's just got cute little quotes from the show. Next we have, now this didn't come from the shipping container, but I bought it online. It is a Pokemon music CD, and it has a couple of songs and a video, and it was in the Daily Express mail. And then we've got another cute little Japanese face cloth. Again, this one is from the X and Y era. Never been used. And my Charizard Game Boy Color holder. And inside I've got a few spicy cards. Oh, reverse holo legendary collection from 2002. What a time to be alive. A trainer. Oh, Ghastly. Oh, look at them. Oh my god, the colours, the explosions. Oh, that one's not from Legendary Collection, but it's still cool. I have got a Jigglypuff coin purse, vintage. And then I have got a Poliwhirl plush with his tag still on. Poliwhirl, I love him. Poliwhirl. Thanks, guys.